Anyone else in the public?
Good evening, Council. I'm Jonathan Best. I live in the North Cape. In fact, I used to work in City IT, so I've been in here installing software before, and this is my home. I love this city. I've been trying to get my road fixed for 3 years, but I still love this city. And I'm an atheist, but I'm not here to belittle anyone's belief system or non-belief system. In fact, that's precisely what I'm asking Council discontinue doing, because when we get up and pray to a specific God, we are in that instant dismissing all of the other residents' belief systems who happen to not coincide with that. I have Hindu friends who live right here in the Cape. They pray to Brahma and Vishnu and Ganesha, and they never ever hear their gods pray to at a council meeting. And that's okay as long as we're not spotlighting another religion when we put somebody else up and let them give a prayer in their particular way. I used to be a Mormon, actually. I was raised Mormon. There's a Mormon church over on Chiquita, and I've been there many times because my wife is also a Mormon. And if you had asked me as a Mormon to conduct the invocation or be in charge of the invocation, I would have insisted every time that there was an elder from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints there to give the invocation, somebody who had the priesthood authority, because that is a very essential part of somebody who would have that role in a Mormon, in the Mormon faith. So I'm not asking for everybody to be allowed to have a prayer at the beginning of council meeting. I think pragmatically that just wouldn't work. And anyway, we have plenty of non-believers here, and I myself am a non-believer who would feel absolutely marginalized when that occurs. And I think we have enough problems in this city already. We would really, if there's something we need to do, is to come together and dispassionately discuss the issues that are really facing this city, and not to drive a wedge at the beginning of every council meeting to fence and square off this religious group against this religious group. I don't think that is in anybody's best interest. I think it's divisive and it doesn't help us. So I'm here to respectfully ask that we discontinue the practice of prayer before meeting. Thank you.
Anyone else from the public wish to speak on Resolution 51-10?
Good evening, Sandra Smith. I had no intention of coming up here and speaking until these gentlemen did. And I've done this before, and it really, for me, it's a personal. Prayer is very personal. Some of you may want to pray. You gave a prayer that was very good, but you may have wanted something different. I may have wanted something different. They may have wanted something different. And not everybody prays. Some people want to concentrate on what they're going to say when they get up here, which is what I would have done. So I don't understand what is so hard about a moment of silence. Why is that so difficult to change your invocation to a moment of silence? Thank you.
Anyone else in the public?
Point of order, Mr. Mayor. I should have mentioned it when the first man got up, but our rules prohibit people coming up with writing on their T-shirts that promote certain things. I made light of that last week when a Red Sox fan came up, but I think that's against our council rules. So, and I should have mentioned it when the first man came up.
Councilmember Brandt, I checked with the city attorney, and apparently our council rules are not clear enough, and they need to be clarified, which I intend to do tonight in Resolution 5110 once we get to that point. So for the time being, I understand that past councils have done this, but I want to make sure our rules and regulations are clear, because I don't want people coming up with their personal messages and or whatever. They didn't allow us to do it. I can remember my campaign manager being asked to leave the meeting, or she had to put the shirt on backwards, which she did, in order to comply with our rules. But those rules are rather sketchy. Okay. So I left it alone. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mayor Sullivan. I appreciate you allowing me to speak before your rules have been revised. My name is Matthew Smith. I'm a resident of Lee County for 10 years. I'm a proud U.S. military veteran, and I'm also a member of Atheists of Florida. And I'll be very brief. I think the people just before me couldn't have said too many things much better than I. I just want to mention that we are a very uniquely secular nation, something that I'm very proud to be an American for and to have served this country in a nation that allows religions of all brands, all sects across the board, and zero religion, as myself and a few others. We're a nation. We're not a Christian nation. We're a nation of Christians, of Jews, of Muslims, Scientologists, et cetera, and a handful of atheists. And it's this unique secular part of our Constitution that we have that makes this country part of the great thing that it is. Thank you very much.